okay, this was supposed to be about the fall fights, but obviously we know Mayweather's getting all the money. But besides him, the bar drops off really, really deep for the rest of the sport. And we're not getting the fights that we should get. Bottom line. Um, Bradley and Alexander's the fight we want to see. We can't get that. We can't get Amir Khan and Victor Ortiz. We can't get Amir Khan versus anybody. We can't get Berto versus Shane Mosley. We getting Berto Mora. And the fans are starting to get fed up. The Donier fight with Montiel, we might get that. But Montiel was supposed to fight Darchinian, and we supposed to have had our Nonito Donier rematch with Darchinian. So there's nothing we could do about that. And the fans are getting fed up. Now, all these fall fights that's supposed to be coming up are now falling apart. Like Rafael Marquez, I apologize for that, slams his finger in the door, and now we don't know if he's going to be eligible to fight Juan Mar Lopez. Now, that fight really didn't interest me that much, but it could have been made. But we want to see Juan Mar fight Caballero or Gamboa. Either one of those fights would satisfy us. That's what the fans want. They've been wanting it for 2 years. I remember last year, that's a lot of what people wanted, second to Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. Now we got Pacquiao, Margarito, or we might see Marquez again. We have got to put a foot down and say we got to change the way it's going. The fans can determine this. And I heard Gary Shaw in his statements earlier, and a lot of it is true, but a lot of it was Gary Shaw. He has an agenda as well. But of course, when the light's not shined on you and it's on someone else, sure, you're going to talk about when it's corrupt. But let's talk about when that light was on you and you was in that position. You did the same thing everyone else was doing. But now it's not on you anymore. Now you want to be correct. So that's why, Gary Shaw, you got to take what he says with a grain of salt. But the future is promising for the lighter weights. This is the newer generation, because people, you got to remember that Mayweather's about maybe 2 fights away from permanent retirement. Pacquiao's away from about 3 fights away from permanent retirement. These fighters are leaving. All these names that you're hearing now, the majority of them have been fighting for about 15 years. And it's about time for them to leave. The Casamayors, the Marquez, these guys are leaving. Pacquiao are leaving. It's the younger fighters that you need to start getting in tune with, because these are the guys that's going to be determining the future of boxing. So when they say the sport's in trouble, that's what they mean. They're not saying, look at the numbers now. Like, man, we doing all this money off pay-per-views. But yeah, this is one fight. Look at the drop-off. Floyd gets 65 million. People down here fighting for 1.5 and 2 as the total purse. The next welterweight, Andre Berto, under Floyd Mayweather, is getting less than $3 million for a fight. So you go from 65 to 3.